Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll get to hear the next officials explain what needs to happen in order to close school during weather.
You'll see the Charger spotlight shine down on Robbie McCurr.
And you'll get a preview on the new boys Carroll volleyball team.
All that and more coming up next.
One township may see nothing, and in another township it may be horrible.
Will be a sanctioned IHSAA sport so that the boys can letter.
Everyone's like really close and we all support each other equally.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Jane Householder.
And I'm Victor Wolf.
As the winter season picks up and the snow starts to fall a little harder, 2-hour delays and snow cancellations can appear more often.
In my story, I got the chance to talk to district officials about the dangers of coming to school with snow on the ground. As midwinter hits, snow is becoming more common and delays are more likely to occur. Multiple forces go into delaying or canceling school. The wind, ice, and snow are the three biggest factors. The man who makes the call, Chief Operations Officer Brandon Binning, says, when considering a closed school, safety is the most important factor.
When you're talking about snow is stopping distance for our bus riders, right? So, we're really trying to make sure there's safety involved, that if, somebody comes up over a hill and needs to stop because a bus is stopping to pick up bus riders, we want to make sure there's plenty of stopping distance.
On a poor weather day, delays and cancellations have to be made before 6:30 in the morning. You can get the alerts of these delays or cancellations by the Northwest Allen County Twitter page, Wayne 15 website, or many other radio stations. You can also sign up for text alerts with your phone number. In the case of a cancellation, Northwest Allen County Schools will have 3 e-learning days to use before students will make up days at the end of the year. The conditions of the roads are the main reason for cancellations. Buses have trouble operating on slippery roads, and it causes safety concerns for all drivers in the area. Carroll High School Principal Cleve Millian says that the high school has many inexperienced new drivers to consider.
Obviously, if you have student drivers, a lot of them are young and inexperienced. A lot of times students that could be the first time that they're actually exposed to driving on ice or snow. So you have to deal with that.
In the event of a delay, the class schedules will have different start and end times. These flex schedules are sent out by email from the counselors, and it is on the Northwest Allen County homepage. If there is a cancellation and it is an e-learning day, the teachers are required to post their daily assignments by 9 in the morning. With more than 3,000 people at Northwest Allen County Schools, everyone's safety is the top priority. For Studio 415, I'm Victor Wolf.
You are useful if you are juiceful, and McCurr taters are concepts that rattle around in one teacher's head.
So Charger Spotlight host Will Jamison sat down with government teacher Robbie McCurr to learn more about him.
Welcome back to the Charger Spotlight, and on today's episode we're interviewing your government teacher, Mr. McCurr, to ask him some questions about his personal life. All right, well, welcome back to the third season of the Charger Spotlight. I'm William Jamison, and this is Mr. McCurr. So first off, what does it mean to be juiceful?
It means that you're excited. It means that you're passionate. You love doing what you're doing. You're juiceful. You're useful. If you're juiceless, you're useless.
So how do you be so juiceful every single day?
I love what I do. Every day I wake up, and every day you see me, I'm having the best day of my life. I'm juiceful.
How long have you been teaching, Mr. McCurr?
This is my 13th year teaching.
Okay. So what position did you play at Manchester College in football?
I was an offensive tackle for 3 years, and I was an offensive guard for 1 year. Right tackle for 3 years, right guard for 1 year. I started for all 4 years, so I started my freshman year. I didn't start the first game, I started the second game.
What advice do you have for seniors leaving high school?
Do what you love. Go do something that you're passionate about, that you like to do. And also, it's okay if you don't know what that is yet. That's the other thing. I think so many people get wrapped up in, I'm going to go study business, or I'm going to go study this, and then they end up changing their mind. That's okay. It's all right to go in undecided and not know exactly what you want to do.
This might be a little controversial, but should we bring back the Gangnam Style?
The Gangnam Style?
Yeah.
I think we should. Gangnam Style.
All right, that's great. You want to do a staring contest real quick?
Yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Darn it. What is McCurr's Burgers?
McCurr's Burgers is a potential restaurant experience that I've been cooking up for years in my own brain, where you can come in and you get a big juicy McCurr, and you have McCurr taters on the side, and it's just a little restaurant idea, something that maybe after I've taught for a long time, maybe that's a restaurant that I would open up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think you're better than me? Just being completely honest here.
No, I don't think I'm better than you, Will. I think for the audience, Will is a fantastic human being. You guys should get to know him. He's a really good guy. I think you're a really good person. I don't think I'm better than you.
Thank you, Mr. McCurr.
You're welcome.
You're great. How many years did you go to preschool?
Preschool? I think I went 1 or 2 years. I don't know. I went to Crescent Avenue.
Okay. What is your favorite part about the football season, as you are one of our Carroll football coaches?
My favorite part of the season is just getting to know the players as the season goes on, building a good rapport with the kids. That's my favorite part. Winning the games, that's obviously a lot of fun. The last season was a lot of fun. But building those relationships, getting to know those kids, seeing them grow and get better over the course of years, that's the best part.
That's incredible. And can you give us your best Zoolander face? How much money would I have to give you to dye your hair blue?
Rest of the semester? Yeah. Oh man, that's too long, man. I wouldn't want to do that.
And is there anything you'd like to add at the end of this interview?
I'm just going to reiterate again how wonderful this guy is. We are lucky to have him at Carroll High School. I'm lucky to have been his teacher.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. McCurr. You heard it here first. Mr. McCurr wants to start his own burger business, and he thinks you should go to Washington, D.C. for vacation. For Studio 415, I'm William Jameson.
An iconic local Fort Wayne business is set up for some big changes this year, including changing its well-known name.
In my story, I look into the history of Mutton Power Equipment and talk to the owners about its future sale to Russo Power Equipment.
Mutton Power Equipment. Mutton Power Equipment. Mutton Power Equipment.
This iconic jingle won't be around the city of Fort Wayne for much longer. In 1976, Mutton Power Equipment was officially opened to the public on Illinois Road, with the Lima Road location being opened in 1988. Mutton Power Equipment began its business with selling Cub Cadet before moving on to brands such as Toro, John Deere, and Steel. President of Mutton Power Equipment, Jim Mutton, says that after carrying these brands for more than 50 years, they will be taken over by other brands when Mutton Power is officially sold. Mutton shares how one of the brands will end up after the deal is done.
The division is, again, the Deere goes to the Kinfeld Group, which is a Deere dealer, and the other group wouldn't have been able to carry John Deere.
General Manager of Mutton Power Equipment, Joe Mutton, found ways to be able to advertise these brands. This would include the creation of a website. The site was promoted in ways such as using pay-per-click ads through YouTube and social media. Joe Mutton says that the site helped the company with more out-of-state sales and shipping products across the country. The site has also been a close second in generation of sales for the company. Joe Mutton has also created a YouTube channel for Mutton Power Equipment for more ways of promotion for the company. Although the channel has not seen an upload since 2016, there are still plans for it when the company is sold.
The YouTube channel will probably still exist. The content will live on forever, but there will be no, responses or management of the content. It will just pretty much exist indefinitely.
With the company set to be sold at the start of February, Jim and Joe Mutton have their final thoughts on their time and history with the company.
There's a lot of people that have been here for a long time that I've seen, if not on a daily basis, have at least been a part of my life for over 20 years.
And I've enjoyed what I've done for the last 47 years. I enjoyed the customers we deal with, the employees I've dealt with. The challenges of being in business have all been very rewarding to me.
When passing by Mutton Power Equipment on Illinois Road, new signs for Russo Power Equipment will be going up by the end of the year. For Studio 415, I'm Jaden Householder.
After an absence of several years, boys volleyball is coming back to Carroll High School.
Studio 415 reporter Sage Arnold talks to the members of the team about their excitement, and she joins us here in the studio.
Boys of all grades have been trying out and practicing to form CHS boys volleyball team for this spring. With this being a new team, I wanted to hear what their expectations are. The game will consist of 6 players on the court with 4 to 6 subs included. There is an assistant coach, English teacher Bailey Gallagher, and head coach, health teacher Don Potter. Together, they are building the program from scratch. The team practices during open gym on Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the Freshman Center. They will continue to have these practices until tryouts in February. This new team is an emerging sport, but it is classified under IHSAA and qualified for Indiana boys volleyball community. Potter plans on making a varsity and JV team, along with making a freshman team for the future. Potter explains there is a lot of excitement and enjoyment in the new sport.
There's a lot of interest for the boys to come in and play, and it gives the kids another opportunity to play a different sport, become familiar with something else.
Boys volleyball player Spencer Ely is participating in this year's season. Ely has been playing for around a year and a half, along with joining his first club team this year. With some history of men's volleyball at Carroll High School, Ely has high hopes for the season, knowing that past teams have made it to state. Ely believes that you need to know the fundamentals of the game to use them and to trust them in order to be a successful player on the team. The players work on passing, setting, and hitting, along with just playing. To get this sport on Carroll's radar, Ely and his friends continued to bring up the idea to the office. With their determination, they found many students with an interest in the program. Ely believes that it will be an anticipating season that will be exciting for fans.
It's just going to be a lot of fun. I mean, there's going to be a lot of guys out there that are new to volleyball, but also some guys that are experienced, and it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but I feel like if we have the crowd behind our back, we'll be able to perform and outperform anyone.
Be sure to go out and support the Carroll boys volleyball team in the spring. For Studio 415, I'm Sage Arnold.
As you talk to your friends and flip through the course description guide to select classes for next year, you should consider Principles of Broadcasting.
Studio 415 reporters Zoe Garwood and Lennon Ormondson explain the class and the pathway.
And tell you why you should consider Principles of Broadcasting as a class that will prepare you for a career, or just fill your day with fun.
Whether you are looking to develop your skills in film, editing, and production, or simply fulfill a graduation pathway, Carroll High School's Principles of Broadcasting is a great place to start. The class is open to all grades, and with no prior experience necessary, students can learn the fundamentals of digital video production. Writing, filming, and editing, coupled with a vibrant classroom experience, all build the foundation for a wide range of video projects. Students in the class create music videos, commercials, write scripts, and even design sound projects, all while having the opportunity to earn college credit through Ivy Tech. Above all, the class aims to give students the skills necessary to tell visual stories, create diverse projects, and the freedom to be creative during the 8-hour school day. After Principles of Broadcasting, students can take audio and video production essentials, where they get to work on Carroll High School's state and regional award-winning show, Studio 415. This class gives students the opportunity to tell visual stories for broadcast, and also express themselves through other forms of media. Also in the pathway, mass media production gives students independence to pursue more personal and creative projects, such as short films and music videos. Carroll High School's audio-video pathway is a great place to make memories, learn something new, and create projects that you are proud of. Course selection guides come out early second semester, so make sure to check off Principles of Broadcasting to ensure some excitement in your next year's schedule.
A physically challenging winter sport is vaulting its way into the new season.
Studio 415 reporter Samuel Armstrong tells us more about Carroll Gymnastics team and the work that goes into it.
With a 1-0 start to the season, Carroll's gymnastics team gives students who have been dedicated to the sport, often since early childhood, the chance to excel in a high school setting. The team is coached by Rosemary Shaley, who has been part of the team at Carroll since 2003. Shaley, who has also taught at Fort Wayne Club Gymnastics for 10 years, says that she wants her gymnasts to be well-rounded.
Gymnastics is a sport that has got 4 apparatus, vault, bars, beam, floor, and you can be, most gymnasts are all-around gymnasts, which means they can do all 4 events.
When performing vault, the participant jumps over an object after running down a track for 2 to 4 seconds. In the uneven bars competition, the participant swings through a set of bars, constantly gaining speed while performing stylish and challenging movements. The balance beam event is where a gymnast performs multiple acts of flexibility and acrobatics on a flat, thin beam. During floor exercise, the performer dances with elements of acrobatics mixed in. While performing the 4 events, the team cheers for each other. Senior gymnast Leah Stuckey likes the positive environment the team has.
Everyone's really close and we all support each other equally, and I really like the encouraging atmosphere.
Carroll's gymnastics program consists of 14 girls and an experienced coach, making it a very formidable opponent.
Carroll Gymnastics team is going up against Northrop this evening for their 5th match of the season. The meet is at 6:30, so make sure you cheer them on, Chargers.
For Studio 415, I'm Samuel Armstrong.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If there's a story you'd like us to cover, please let us know.
And for all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.